Official intro here. Welcome to week number 5 of the Corporate Esports Association League. This is the Dota League. We've got a really awesome game tonight between two great teams, Techies Go Kabam and Alexa Zeus Ult Now. If you can't guess from their names, Techies Go Kabam is a team from some company called Kabam, something about mobile electronics or programs. I'm not exactly sure. And the Alexa team is naturally Amazon. There you go. My name is Alleviate, and I'll be casting for you tonight. Should be pretty exciting. My team's out of this. I'm a little bit bummed out because my team's out of the league already because we lost too many times. But hey, new stuff is going to be really fun. So we've got some classic bands out. AM, Ember Spirit, Tiny, Bloodseeker. Things are moving really, really quickly. Oh my gosh. AM's classic carry. I'm not sure if these people have checked each other out. They're probably doing some respect bans just to be safe. Some very nice first pickups. Disruptor, classic support. Fulfills either 4th or 5 position role. Most likely will be played in the safe lane, protecting their carry. On the side of Techies, Lich pickup by Alexa. Another great 4 or 5 hero. Typically more of a 5 position because both Lich and Disruptor, they don't really need any particular items. They're just pretty good by themselves with the skills they have. Yes, their skills can be pretty mana intensive, so they need some mana sustain, some clarity, some mangoes. But all in all, just their skills by themselves are good enough for team fights, for damage, for control, for everything. They don't actually need that much money for items. Centaur pickup on the side of Techies, most likely going to be their position 3, their offlaner. Centaur's another really fun classic hero. He's got a lot of tankiness. He's got his return or retaliate ability, whatever it's called these days, which is really good up against squishy heroes. Really good up against illusion heroes like PL, like Brood. Against people like heroes like Lich, or like CM, because his retaliate thing returns damage every time he gets attacked. Super annoying when you're ranged and you're trying to harass him. Yeah, very frustrating. And of course, he's got his Stomp for the big AoE stun. He's got his Double Edge on a 4-second cooldown these days. Ridiculous amount of damage. Oh, I love it. And he's got his ult, his Stampede, to carry everyone away or into a fight, whatever. All around great hero. On the side of Alexa, we got a pickup of the Void Spirit. This is definitely out of order from what I typically see, what I'm kind of used to in the amateur leagues. Typically, we see 3, 4, and 5 pickups in the first couple rounds, and we save like the one or two picks until later on. We'll see if this Void Spirit is going to be a standard mid hero or more of an offlaner. Could definitely be played in either role. Void Spirit benefits a lot from having a lot of farm. He doesn't scale to the late game super well, but he's really good mid game, fairly good early game. He's very evasive, very hard to pin down, very good at catching heroes out. I love this pickup. A little bit hard to play. I have no idea who on the Alexa side is particularly good at Void Spirit, but in general, super awesome. So bans now. We've got Invoker banned, a mid hero. Maybe techies know that Alexa is not going to play the Void Spirit as a mid hero. I don't know. Definitely seen Invoker played as a support in various capacities. I personally love Invoker. I kind of play whatever role that I get left with in my random pub games, but it's just Invoker. Invoker's fun. You can play him so many different ways. He's got the cool persona, whatever. Banning the Slark, really annoying, really annoying carry hero, very difficult to pin down. A little bit of an odd ban. Maybe it's a respect ban. Slark definitely doesn't do too well up against a Centaur, up against a Disruptor with a static field. Also not going to do so well. I don't know. Whatever, they feel like banning it. And banning out the Slardar. Slardar's a pretty frustrating offlaner hero. Also a pretty frustrating just carry in general. He's got his natural passive bash every 4 hits. He's got his speed with the sprint. He's got an AoE stun similar to Centaur. And he's got his Corrosive Haze ult, which gives True Sight and lowers the armor a ridiculous amount. Yeah, that's just an annoying hero. And bans of Void, the carry, Spectre, the carry, and Phoenix, who's also an annoying offlaner. Not really sure about the Phoenix. Seems like Techies is not going to go that route. Whatever. Quickly, Alexa grabs that Sven, favorite carry hero for many, many teams. Sven is just generally awesome. Awesome cleave. Just like an amazing hero in general. Lots of damage, scales incredibly well to the late game. You get the you get Ags, you go Superman on everyone. Really, really fun hero in general. I don't know. Sven's awesome. He's my boy. I don't know. Paired with this Lich in the safe lane, they're going to be a wicked combo. Just in general, Lich slows everything. Oh my gosh, amazing. Ancient Apparition, great utility hero. Definitely on the squishier side, but has a wide variety of slow skills, long-term stun, slow bonus damage attack, and the ult is obviously amazing. I don't have time to explain everything, even though I would like to. Suffice it to say, AA is a pretty good hero. Combos very nicely with Disruptor. Yeah, pretty good. Skywrath Mage pickup on the Alexa side could be a classic mid hero. Could be a support hero. I have no idea which way they're going. So far, Void could be mid, Skywrath could be mid, Void could be the position 3, the offlaner. Skywrath could be support. Maybe they're saving their mid hero for the last pick. I don't know. Sky is all about dishing out that damage, about silences. Alexa's draft is very dynamic, very ambiguous, leaving techies they have to decide, okay, who are we going to counter against what position? Whereas the techies draft is a lot more straightforward. More than likely, Disruptor is position 5, AA is position 4, Centaur is position 3, and Death Prophet is position 2. They're going fairly straightforward. DP is almost certainly going to be their mid hero. Good in general, has Crypt Swarm for the burst damage, has an AoE silence ability, has the Spirit Siphon to give her health to slow heroes one at a time, and of course her Giant Exorcism ult, which is very great at taking down towers, dealing physical damage through BKB. Does absolutely love Death Prophet too. Not my favorite hero to play, but fairly safe when it comes to mid heroes. Paired up against a Skywrath, not too bad. Paired up against the Void, it kind of depends on how the Void Spirit's early game goes. They're probably both going to rush for a bottle. Void Spirit should do okay, but might have to be worried a little bit about farm. Guess we'll get to see who the better mid hero is. I have no idea who plays what hero. I don't even know. The third and final round of bans coming out. We've got the Doom getting banned.
5 seconds remaining.
I think Techies is like, we don't know what you're picking. We don't know who's going to play in what lane, except naturally the Lich and the Sven. So we're going to ban out some generally annoying heroes. Doom would be super frustrating against Death Prophet, against like almost all of their heroes are extremely dependent upon their abilities. So if any one of them gets taken out, it's going to be a major blow to any potential team fights. So Doom is a good ban. I kind of want to see a Silencer pickup. It wouldn't really fit the Alexa line. A really squishy Silencer hero with no crowd control at all. But since Techies, all 4 heroes at the moment are extremely spell skill dependent.
10 seconds remaining.
It would be kind of annoying for them. Yeah. Banning the Lina, that's another very frustrating mid hero. Would do very well up against the Death Prophet. Has the attack range advantage for sure. Has the Fiery Souls for more attack speed and movement speed, and of course all the burst damage from Light Strike Array and from whatever that nuke thing is, a dragon form, dragon wave. I don't know, something. It's like a little fiery dragon that goes outward. Banning the Drow, banning the PA. Obviously, Techies doesn't yet have a carry, so Alexa is banning out all of those annoying carries. PA is a great hero to ban, would do pretty well up against a Sven. Drow, I guess they're just kind of worried about being annoying. If the offlaner is really going to be Void Spirit with the Skywrath, then yeah, Drow's going to do pretty well up against that. But still, Drow does not do so well up against the Sven, does not do well up against the Void once you get to mid-game. Drow is extremely squishy, relies on her team keeping everyone at a distance so she can dish out damage, and of course she has her awesome silence. whatever. Alexa doesn't want to play against them. That's totally okay. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay. Oh god. There's a bajillion people in the chat, and they're all like really far away. And we hit 20 viewers apparently. I didn't see it, but whatever. So apparently Void Spirit is going to be Squanchy, according to what people are saying. So Squanchy is going to be Void, and seeing as I know Squanchy is the captain, you can see he's the captain here, but seeing as I know Squanchy is kind of like considered the best hero, the best player within his team, within their team. I actually don't know who Squanchy is. Let's just say they. Let's be gender neutral here. They're Void Spirit.
Dire team's
They're
turn.
generally the better player. Then yeah, Void. Okay, here we go. Juggernaut. One of the most classic carry heroes you can ever see in the game of Dota 2. I would say, personally, I feel like he is the easiest carry hero to play.
Choose your
The hero that requires the least amount of skill to play, because his first skill gives him magic immunity and does AoE damage around him. Crazy amounts of damage in the early game. Very amazing. His second skill is a healing ability. His third skill is a crit, and his fourth skill makes him invulnerable and attacks a target and bounces around for some amount of time, and it scales with his attack speed. He's a ridiculous hero. I don't know. He's just sick. Great choice. Sven should fare pretty well up against him. Sven has his armor buff as his third skill, which does very well up against the Juggernaut Omni Slash. So depending on how things go, Sven should scale to the late game better. Final pickup is the SK. Good all-around hero. Should be the offlaner. SK up against the Jug and the Disruptor. Well, here we go. Here's the lineup. I totally didn't get to do it, so we're gonna see it. We're gonna have to see it in the actual thing. I'll have to say who's playing what role in what lane once they actually get to play. Yeah. Here we go. It's gonna be exciting. Oh, so my picks. Let's see. So who would I go for? I'm gonna have to go for the Alexa team, not just because I'm on their, like, I'm part of Amazon, so like I know them better and like I'm biased towards them. Not just because of that, also because they've got the better late game carry in the Sven. They've got a crazy amount of burst damage. I don't know, actually both teams have really, really good heroes, but I'm kind of worried about this Ancient Apparition not doing so well. The squishy AA with the squishy Disruptor, very, very worried about that. And the crazy burst damage with the Skywrath and the Lich should do pretty well. I mean, Jug's going to be really hard to kill, of course, but you've got Sven with the Stormhammer, you've got Void Spirit with the Aether Remnant, and SK with the Burrow Strike, an incredible amount of lockdown. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, it's gonna be a rough game either way. Whatever. I'm still gonna say Alexa at this point. So roll call. We've got Frodo. I can't even see people's names. Frodo Laporte. Okay, I can't make this tooltip go away either. Side game pauses. Come on, Squanchy. Oh wait, who was that? Was that you? Yep, Squanchy. Apparently I get to make fun of you because all your friends are watching. So come on, Squanchy. Why do you have to pause? Oh, whatever. Okay, we've got Frodo on the Juggernaut. We've got Taco Bones on the Disruptor. Most likely the two of them will be in the bot lane. Most likely. We've got Invisible on the Ancient Apparition. The green bee, I can't say that word, I'm sorry. It's not really that bad of a word, but I can't actually say it. The green bee on Death Prophet. That's going to be really fun to say throughout this game. And Digital Detective, DD, on the Centaur Warrunner. Offlaner. On the side of Alexa, we've got Squanchy on the Sven in the carry role. You liar, you said Squanchy was gonna play the Void. I am just totally turned around now. Whatever. So Void is, yeah. So Void's going mid. SK's, okay. Okay, well there we go. So Squanchy on the Sven as the carry. AAA as the Lich in the position 5 role, most likely. I can't know till they actually start walking out, but that's what I'm guessing. We've got there is a light. Wait, there is a light. There is a light and it something. I can't even read it. And it never go. There is a light and it never go. On the Void Spirit. We've got Lecter on the Skywrath Mage, and we've got Vera on the SK. My apologies, Vera. I don't know how to say your name. I'm going by something else I read. But maybe next time you can tell me what I should call you. I apologize for that. Still waiting on this pause. Somebody's having a lot of fun. Let me make sure my thing is set up correctly. Okay. Well, something seems to be misconfigured a bit. That's okay. Well, not much sense in like looking at everyone's items, but I suppose I can. Nothing too crazy. You can see that Centaur's got the okay, I'm not gonna go over the items. Let's forget. We're gonna wait till the action starts. Yeah. DP is gonna be mid. Juggernaut, obviously the carry. I'm technically not sure if it's gonna be Disruptor supporting Centaur at top or AA at top supporting Centaur. I would expect Disruptor to be bottom. Disruptor is generally considered the better support hero. A lot better at the saves, a lot better at kind of working with their carry. But technically, I kind of like the idea that AA has the Chilling Touch, which is a slow, has the Ice Vortex, which kind of combines pretty well with the Blade Fury of the Juggernaut, giving the slow and the increased magic damage, allowing for a potential First Blood. Whoa, we've got intense heroes, intense players here. We've got level 25 of the AA. That means they've played AA a whole bunch of times because they're level 25 on it in the like overall game thing. Here we go. We've got the unpause. Everyone is reconnected. Once again, okay, things are playing out as I kind of expected. Squanchy's at top with AAA on the Lich, facing off against Digital Detective on the Centaur. Okay, and Disruptor, Taco Bones. Let's see how this works out. Okay, I'm looking forward to this combo at bottom then. Okay, so at bottom, we've got Invisible on the AA with Frodo Laporte on the Jug, facing off up against an SK and a Skywrath. Definitely makes a lot of sense. SK should do okay. Naturally, Invisible already has a Sentry Ward for when SK does a Sandstorm. Sandstorm makes him invisible. So if we can get the Sentry Ward down at the right time, when SK doesn't have Burrow Strike, you can combine the Chilling Touch with the Blade Fury. Here we go. The Boundary Rune's about to spawn. Some posturing going on. Let's see who does what.
The battle's starting.
Everyone's just freaking out. Stormhammer down. Squanchy grabs the top rune. Bottom rune claimed by Ancient Apparition. Blade Fury for the Jug to get away on Frodo. So 2 for 2. Nothing too crazy happening. The Stormhammer having to be wasted on the Sven and a Blade Fury of the Jug. DP with the Void Spirit at mid is going to be very fun. I do not expect First Blood to be here, but it should be a very fun matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing how There Is a Light kind of handles this mid.
A sign to heed.
With the squishiness that we have in the Lich, in the Skywrath, in the Disruptor, in the Ancient Apparition, more than likely one of them is going to die first. Squanchy using that Stormhammer to get a last hit or two. Makes a lot of sense. Invisible is able to harass with that Chilling Touch. Only costs 30 mana. Can use it every 15 seconds. Grants increased attack range. Pretty good skill in general. Not too surprising. Level 1 Concussive Shock on Lecter for that slow, but it does mean it's a much longer cooldown, a lot harder to spam than Invisible can with the Chilling Touch. SK's got that Sandstorm level 1. Gets the Invis, not using it yet to farm anything. There we go, Invisible. Okay, pops Blade Fury, pops Chilling Touch. Only level 1 on the SK. Is he gonna die? One more hit, and down goes Vera on the SK, going down to Frodo. First blood has been spilled. Sentry Ward very nicely placed, catching SK before he hits the level 2 for the Burrow Strike. Nice combination with the Chilling Touch and the Cold Feet with the Blade Fury. That's the combo I was kind of hoping for. Nicely chosen. Here comes AA to pull the creep wave, potentially. Doesn't quite get it, unfortunately. Nice try. How is mid going? Void versus DP. Wow. Void definitely has a major advantage when it comes to last hits. He naturally has a higher... Oh, they have even base damage, but naturally a melee hero. Oh, Lich goes down at top. I'm totally not paying attention. Disruptor drops pretty low, but they're able to pull it off. Hoof Stomp. Very long lockdown. Presumably there was a Thunder Strike involved. I totally missed it. My apologies. Void Spirit getting pretty low at mid. He's got one more Tango. Very, very close to the bottle, but not quite there. Still leading the way in last hits. Should be able to get the bottle after this next wave, assuming he's able to get these last hits. There we go. There we go. Grabs the bottle. Bottle is coming out very shortly. The green bee is also going for a bottle, but it seems like maybe going for that magic wand first. Getting the full stick potentially. Squanchy's doing pretty good. Seems like Alexa has the lead in the top 3 last hit spots. Makes sense. Squanchy has the quelling. Oh, Void's dropping crazy low again. Playing it fast and loose. My goodness. Yeah, so SK has pretty good at the ability to farm pretty well with the Sandstorm. And Sven has the Quelling Blade doing a lot of damage. Once they deward that Sentry Ward, very nice placement here. They knew like where it was. Oh, Chilling Touch goes down with the Cold Feet. Not quite able to get the stun off on Vera. Very annoying harassment. Has Battle of the Sentry Wards. One here, overlapping area, but neither one can see the other. Pretty fun. The green beads also picked up their bottom, making it about even at mid. Looks like we're back to even. Nothing too exciting happening. Nice job, Lecter, guarding that bottom rune for your Void Spirit and their bottle. Nice job. It's so weird saying the green bee. It makes me feel like I'm saying like the spelling bee or like the green hornet, because like, you know, they're both bugs, kind of. Yeah. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like Digital Detective's gonna die anytime soon. Centaur is just too squishy. It's not gonna happen. Disruptor's staying too far back, so Taco Bones is probably okay. Looks like Squanchy's just gonna have to get as much farm as he can. Gosh, Void Spirit just keeps on dying. It makes sense. Oh, Centaur goes down the top, just as I said he wasn't gonna do it. Okay, it's a crazy combo. So AAA on the Lich has this Frost Shield, which is incredibly awesome. So Lich applies it to Squanchy, the Sven. Okay, 5-minute runes. Lich grabs one, Skywrath grabs the other. 3-for-1 trade, very nice. Yeah, so back to Frost Shield on the Sven. So he puts it on the Sven, and for like 6 or 7 ticks, it's gonna slow everyone around him and do a little bit of damage. So Squanchy can drop down the Stormhammer for the stun, and Lich can do the Frost Blast. That's quite a bit of damage in a short amount of time. Makes it very difficult for Digital Detective to get away from there. Just proving me wrong. As I said, he's probably not going to die. He dies. I'm clearly terrible at predicting these things. Whatever. Another Chilling Touch with Cold Feet. Classic combo. SK's not taking too much damage. This must be very frustrating over here because there's sentries everywhere. Look, it's a perfect Venn diagram almost. 2 on the side of Kabam, 1 on the side of Alexa. Kind of funny. They're all placed in the right spots. They all want vision of the SK. SK wants to be safe. Very nice. Void's able to pick up the rune once again. Ooh, initiation back onto Squanchy, onto Taco Bones. Squanchy dropping pretty low. Concussive shot almost catches that Taco Bones. Taco Bones dropping crazy low. Down he goes. Digital Detective super low. Doesn't have anything off cooldown, but Stormhammer, and down goes. But here comes Invisible back in for the TP, killing off Squanchy after 2 hits. So 2-for-1 trade finally, Alexa is able to take revenge for those first 2 kills. Nice rotations by both. Let's see, who is that? That was by Skywrath. That's Lecter on the Skywrath and Invisible on the AA to protect their cores. Fortunately, they're able to get 2 kills. It wasn't a total loss. But see, now we've got Frodo left here at bottom, totally alone versus the Vera. Juggernaut definitely does not do so well up against an SK. You've got a level of Caustic Finale, which means any kind of melee hero is going to suffer if they try to stay in range. You can get those last hits. But yeah, whatever, it's okay. Hopefully somebody will come to support Frodo at some point. Jug has picked up that level 6 Omni Slash, of course. Makes him a lot more dangerous, a lot harder to deal with. SK can, of course, Burrow Strike out of an Omni Slash. Okay, Blade Fury committed. Frodo, you gotta be super careful. Has to be enough for the Omni Slash. Is he going to risk it? Burrow Strike down with the Ancient Seal. Dropping so low. Okay, and pops. Oh, Omni Strike. He jumps just out of range of the tower. Could not get vision on Frodo. On Vera. Frodo was so close. Frodo's waiting for Blade Fury to come back up. And Lecter just right there with the counter kill. Oh my gosh. Nice plays. Nice job with dewarding that sentry earlier by Lecter. A little bit unfortunate. I thought Frodo was going to get that kill for sure with that Omni Slash. It was very cleverly played. Very nicely timed. Just not quite enough. Nice job on the side of Alexa. Killing that core. That's no small thing. Still, when it comes to overall net worth, things are fairly even. Frodo's, okay, here comes Void Spirit, Stormhammer onto the Centaur, Aether Remnant for the combination, and it's Assimilate, and everything goes down, going into onto the Disruptor, and Disruptor's also looks like it's gonna go down, Taco Bones, a couple more hits, and he should be dead. There is a light, one more little hit, Resonant Pulse finishes the job. 2 heroes taken out, nice rotation by Void Spirit. Definitely helps having an illusion rune. It's a lot of burst damage they can do. God Strength was used by Squanchy. He does have Midas. I have not been watching item builds. That's a pretty fast Midas. Not bad, not bad. Oh, okay, Concussive Blast doesn't quite, Invisible isn't quite in range, but look, Invisible does have level 6. That means the AA Blast is there. Very, very strong skill to have. Prevents any amount of regen. Here comes Lich with the wraparound. Let's see if they can get anything out of that. Level 6 on the SK. Only level 5 on the Centaur, but we've got an Ice Blast here. They don't know Lich is here. They don't know, I don't think. They are protecting the rune, it seems like. Here comes, there is a light. They want to do something. There's 4 heroes here. It's an awful big commitment. But are they actually going to do anything? Here they come. No. They're all here. Something's going to happen. Concussive Blast. Burrow Strike. Ancient Seal. Things instantly go down. AA Blast hits onto SK. SK dropping crazy low. Invisible immediately TP's out. Nice Sinister Gaze on Invisible to make sure he doesn't get away. And down he goes. 2 heroes killed. Void Spirit is now on a killing spree. Nice job. It was a big commitment. 4 heroes committed for 2 kills. But it was pretty good. They got a core kill. Juggernaut has been farming the jungle, definitely playing it safe. Still doing pretty well. Both Jug and Sven, both the carries, have been relegated to the jungle because they know they can farm at this point. They can farm fairly freely. They might as well leave the lanes for the heroes that are, it's okay for them to die. Now Alexa is putting pressure on the bottom tower. They honestly don't push that quickly when you actually think about it. Yes, SK is pretty good at clearing out creep waves, but doing tower damage, they don't really have much, to be honest. I mean, none of their heroes do particularly well. AA Blast going mid. Let's see the clips. Oh, perfect timing. Void Spirit zips in at exactly the right moment to get clipped by that AA Blast. Very nice timing, or the green bee was probably going to die. That was ridiculously close. I don't think that was on purpose, but it was just maybe a precautionary thing to try and catch out the Void Spirit. Squanchy's up alone, gets glimpsed back, but not quite early enough to get him all the way back away. Static Storm dropped down with the kinetic field. Hoof Stomp down onto Squanchy, but Frostbite gets clips the Disruptor. Disruptor goes down. Digital Detective getting chased. 4 heroes atop. Sinister Gaze back with the Mystic Flare, and all 2 of them, or both of them, go down once again. Some fantastic rotations once again by the side of Alexa.
Dire's middle tower is under
They are
attack.
working as a team here. It is still like a big commitment quite often. 4 heroes at a time, but it seems like it's worth it. Void Spirit maybe going in. Nope, not quite. Okay. They're big commitments, but they're getting heroes. They're taking objectives.
Radiant's top
God Tower
is
apparently
under
died.
attack.
Squanchy's got the God Strength pop, so they should be able to take out this top tower. Invisible is that over here.
Radiant's
Do
top
they know
tower has
Invisible's there?
fallen.
I don't think they do. They do see Frodo, but there's not much they can do. Frost Shield drop onto the SK. Not going to do anything there. Okay, the Green Bee, you're a bit alone. You're by the tower, yeah. You don't really have too much mana. You gotta play it careful, oh my gosh. Aether Remnant catches him out, Assimilate goes down, Burrow Strike with the combination, and Death DP is going to go down. Sinister Gaze to finish him off with the Sandstorm. Yet another kill on the side of Alexa. Things are starting to snowball out of control. 11 kills to 3. It started off, I think, 3-0.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Just 1 by 1. Blind Aether Remnant catches out Invisible once again. So much damage all at once. Burrow Strike on Disruptor. Can they finish Taco Bones off? Does Void Spirit want to go in? No, he does not. Frost Shield drop down.
Radiant's
Taco
middle
Bones
tower
is the one they have to watch out for. Okay. Taking out the Skywrath range. Okay, Epicenter dropped. I'm missing so many things happening. Omni Slash dropped on Delector to finish him off.
Fortified their structures.
SK trapped by the Static Storm. Gets hit a few times by the Juggernaut with the Omni Slash. Ice Blast hits, and down goes SK as well. 2 heroes traded for nothing. But Void Spirit's able to pick off the Disruptor over there. Omni Slash was committed. All of the Kabam ults were committed except for Exorcism. I don't think I've yet seen an Exorcism actually go off at this point. We do have a 5-0 Void though. Yeah, Juggernaut is doing pretty well, staying fairly even in terms of farm, going for the fun Mask of Madness attack speed build versus a more long-term Battle Fury build. Makes some amount of sense. Makes him very vulnerable. When it comes to early game, he's gonna have to be a lot more careful. Mask of Madness makes him very vulnerable. He can't pop his Blade Fury when he is silenced from that Mask of Madness, and he becomes naturally squishier. But should be a lot more effective in picking off heroes like Skywrath, like he did in that one fight. Building up into the Manta style naturally helps to purge things like Frost Blast, purge things like... Oh, Aether Remnant, nope, doesn't catch anyone out. Purge things like Ancient Seal with the Silence. Very important skill to have, ability to have. You can also use it to dodge certain skills if your timing is good enough. You can dodge Stormhammer, you can dodge those single target spells that take time to reach their destination. I've never been particularly good at that, but I know it's something you can do. Nice job AAA with the dewarding, like a very good support. I'm always impressed. Yay for supports. All 4 heroes on Kabam's side are all grouped mid. They want to save their last remaining tier 1 tower. 15-minute bounties. Looks like a 2 for 2 once again.
Arms for the dead.
Oh, Void Spirit has Haste Rune. Looking around. Nope, Rune is not there. Yeah, Alexa's doing a pretty good job keeping Kabam feeling like they're contained in this smaller area. Like they're contained around. Oh, I can't like drawing the canine. Oh, whoa, that's like weird drawings. They're contained like in this area. They don't have vision over here because Alexa keeps dewarding it, and so they have no idea where Alexa is. And most of the time, until someone shows themselves, they don't really know. So they're playing it a lot safer.
Isn't going to last long.
You can tell the network is starting to slowly go. Oh, here comes Void Spirit. Taco Bones, what are you doing? You're all by yourself. Void Spirit, Static Storm goes down, but doesn't actually hit anyone. Oh, but Void jumps back into the Static Storm. Gets silenced once again. Has the Yule, should be able to get off of it, but not able to take out the Disruptor. Frost Shield goes in, Concussive Blast. Down goes Death Prophet. Lich ult committed just for the extra damage. God Strength pop by Squanchy. Centaur. Oh, all but glimpse back to get him out of the Ice Plot. That was so unfortunate. Centaur goes down. Digital Detective cannot survive. Yet another amount of... Burrow Strike and Silence onto Juggernaut. He doesn't have time to get off his Blade Fury. They're just getting picked off one by one. So much damage. And Taco
Radiant's
Bones,
middle
I'm
tower
sorry,
has
you are just
fallen.
not gonna make it, buddy. Burrow Strike instantly kills him. He is toast. 4 heroes for nothing. They almost took out There Is a Light, but they weren't able to.
Radiant's bottom tower
That
is
crazy
under
amount of burst
attack.
damage by Alexa. It's just over and over. They catch out one person, and they can just chain them up endlessly. A Burrow Strike into a Silence, into an
Not
Aether
much
Remnant,
good's
into
happening to Radiant's
Mystic
bottom
Flare,
tower.
into Concussive Shock. All these things, one after the other. Juggernaut couldn't do anything. Disruptor couldn't do anything. I will say, Taco Bones, you were a little bit too far out there. I'm not really sure. You were just like sitting over here in front of the tower, and your teammate was like, your team was way back here. Little weird. And it did cost you your life, and then it. Oh wait, you didn't even die. Okay, it didn't cost you your life until a lot later on, but it did mean you wasted your ult, and things kind of got a little bit unfortunate from there. Whatever, you tried. You're definitely way better at this than I am. Once again, we're in a similar situation. Four heroes on each side are grouped around this tower, both wanting to apply pressure. Ice Blast goes out, catching the Lich. Lich took about half damage, but that does mean Ice Blast is down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Here we go, Frodo's pressuring top tower with that Mask of Madness, doing a pretty good amount of damage. And he takes out that tier 1.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That wasn't okay. No reaction on the side of Alexa. I suppose it's not too big of a deal.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alexa's kind of just chilling at the moment, not really sure what they're waiting for. One
Radiant's
key thing to
middle
note,
tower
if you're
shouldn't
not
have
a
to take
Dota
this
player,
abuse.
then these outposts, you can tell like right now the outposts are owned by hero they're close, the team they're closest to. Oh, possible engagement going here. DD pop in the void, jumps in on the green bee, doesn't quite catch him. Aether Remnant dropped, but also doesn't catch him. It's Aether Remnant, right? Aether Remnant dropped, but does not catch him. Now they're putting pressure on here. Veil dropped on the Centaur, going pretty low. Catches the SK in there with the static field, the kinetic field and the static storm. SK goes down, but also Centaur goes down with the Mystic Flare. Exorcism popped by the green bee. Omni Slash popped, but bounces around to so many creeps, doesn't really do any damage at all. DD still on the Void Spirit, still has 2 charges of Astral Step. Could very easily catch out the green bee if he were in the wrong position. Core for core dropped, both their offlaners were both lost. The green bee blocks her own camp, unfortunately. Oh gosh, trying to deward, and Disruptor, you're gonna go down, and down goes Taco Bones. I'm sorry, that was unfortunate. Silence on the Void Spirit, pops the Yules, should be able to catch out the green bee, and green bee goes down, has no way to dispel that, has no way to survive. Probably had enough money for a Yules, but it's a secret shop item. You have to have a courier in the secret shop to buy it, so can't really do anything about it.
Radiant's
Once
bottom
again, they're putting
tower's got
pressure on this
problems.
tower. Up at top, look like Squanchy popped the God Strength, working on putting pressure up on that
Radiant's
tier
bottom
1.
tower is
Nice job,
under
Invisible,
attack.
taking the pressure off. Ice Blast down at the bottom, hits 2 heroes, hits Lecter, and there's a light.
Radiant structures
Frost
are
Shield to
fortified.
repel some of the damage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fortification popped on the towers to clear out the creep wave and protect the tower a bit longer. Now they gotta wait another like 20 seconds before they can do a bit more damage. But only Taco Bones and Lich are here. Yes, I do use hero names and player names interchangeably. It's very fun that way. Whichever direction my mind seems to go. And here we go. The warding battle. The battle of the supports. They must endlessly buy wards and counter wards. Place them wherever they can. Give vision. It's an extremely important role.
much
It's not
good's
really that
happening to
rewarding,
Radiant's
unfortunately.
bottom tower.
At least Dota, they changed it a while back to make it so that if you destroy an opponent's observer ward, you get 100 gold. So like these ones are observer wards. They grant vision to your team, just general vision, not true sight. So if you kill one of those, you get 100 gold. Observer wards are free. Well, maybe it's like 75 gold. I don't know. But they're free. They don't cost anything.
Not much good's happening
But
to
sentry wards, they
Radiant's
do
bottom
cost money.
tower.
They cost like 75 gold. And you don't get money for killing them. Taco Bones gets caught out, shows his face for like a second. Dissimulate, Resonant Pulse, Concussive Shock, and down he goes.
Tower is under attack.
Stormhammer in by Squanchy. Squanchy doesn't have okay, Epicenter dropped in. Down goes DP, and down goes Centaur Ice Blast onto, wow, hits 4 heroes with that Ice Blast. But they're all so high, it's not really going to do much. Squanchy does have the God Strength. Can he catch out Frodo? Oh, Axe goes in with Superman. Frodo does have Battle Fury. Can he TP out in time? And one hit by the SK. Oh, and it goes down. He must not have seen Squanchy. He did not pop the Blade Fury quick enough. And just the auto attacks were enough. Yeah, he's magic immune, but with God Strength, Sven attacks, and then just one sad little end attack by the SK. That was apparently just enough to take him out. Blade Fury or no Blade Fury. Okay, so now that the first tier 2 tower has been destroyed, I mean, I guess this one was the first one. Now Alexa has the opportunity to claim this outpost as their own. So what the outpost does is every, like 10 minutes, it gives your entire team some amount of XP that increases over the game's duration. And also, if you own the outpost, you can teleport to that outpost. It takes a very long time to teleport there, like 5 seconds, but it's like another place you can teleport. You can teleport to towers, you can teleport to buildings inside of here, and you can teleport to your own to outposts you own. Oh gosh, Invisible, you are caught out. Void Spirit goes in with the DD, doesn't quite land the Aether Remnant. Someone almost TPs in, but they're like, oh my gosh, a DD, Omni Slash pop, but he has Astral Step. He's like, I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna go in on you. Catches with the Aether Remnant. Oh, very nice though. They're all here. Static Storm dropped, and Void Spirit's probably gonna die. Can he get out? Down goes TP, down goes Taco Bones, down goes Centaur with the Lich. Oh, everyone is dying. Here comes Juggernaut to follow up. That is a team wipe. Somehow Void Spirit was able to stay alive with no Astral Step charges, with nothing to do, caught in a Static Storm, caught in a Centaur ult. They had no chance. Let's show a fight recap. Totally one-sided. My goodness. Yes, AA died before, but wow, that was crazy. God Strength popped. Here we go, taking out Roche. Looks like Squanchy has the Ags, of course, like we saw before, and going for crit at the moment. Oh, but deciding to switch to BKB partway through. Got the Crystallis, but now going for BKB, I'm guessing. After he got disabled enough. Okay, so in all interest of being more neutral, let's see. Oh gosh, Invisible. Please don't get caught out. Doing very, very good supporty things. Burrow Strike barely misses. Frost Shield drop down. That most likely would have been a kill if Invisible had gotten caught. Very nice job backing off. Not quite able to pick off that AA. And now AAA dewards what AA had just done. Ooh, and they put a ward right here. Let's see where the sentry goes. And sentry goes right up there. So that means this ward is not going to be dewarded. It's a whole mind game here. You're just deciding where to place your observer wards and your sentry wards. You kind of have to guess, okay, where is my opponent going to put their sentry wards? Where are they going to expect my observer wards to be? So that you can place your observer wards where they're not going to be seen by the standard sentry ward placements. You don't want to make it obvious where your observer wards are by putting them in places that are too obvious, or letting people know you have vision by going on someone you definitely shouldn't be able to see. A lot of fun mind games that becomes very frustrating when you're a support, when you're like the position 5 and you just have no money because all you can do is buy wards. Look, the two of them, AA and Taco Bones, they have nothing. They have arcane boots. They're both working on force staffs, but neither one is really very close. Kind of the part of being a support. Lich over here, meanwhile, since they're doing a lot better, has money for wards and has a Glimmer Cape, and going for the Force Staff. Looks like it might be coming up now. Yep, Force Staff with the Sentry. Alexa's putting pressure on all sides. They were able to claim the outpost, putting pressure on top tower now, taking out objectives. Squanchy does have that Aegis now at this point. Let's see if they're able to get anything beyond that. This high ground push is going to be pretty hard because they lack any good amount of range damage, and the Kabam side has a good amount of range nukes. Oh, Void Spirit goes deep in there, jumps on Invisible, has the Axe and silence. Whoa, Superman goes in, instantly takes out the Green Bee. Green Bee buys back, Disruptor buys back, Omni Slash on SK, but has the Yules to take like no damage. Skywrath almost dies, but down goes diebacks by both the Green Bee and by Taco Bones. They're both gone. Down goes Centaur. Juggernaut's the only one left.
Tower needs some help.
Battle Furies and TP's out. What can Juggernaut do? He's
Radiant's
all alone
structures
against the
have been
world.
snow fortified.
Who has buyback? We already had dieback by
Dire's
Disruptor
bottom
and
tower
by
is being chipped
DP.
away.
We've got a buyback on the Centaur,
Radiant's top
but he's up in
tower
like 20
deserves
seconds.
Just as much help as bottom. Radiant's top
I guess that's the
tower
benefit
has
of it being
fallen.
early on and being low level, is that, okay, Ice Blast goes down. It's going to catch out Squanchy, and down goes Squanchy. He knew it was coming. He's like, whatever, my God Strength's about to end. Might as well just die. Get an extra last hit on the
Radiant's
tower,
top barracks
on the
have fallen.
racks. Always fun. Back up to full health and mana. Perks of having a second life. So now we got 3 heroes up. Good job saving the buyback. Centaur still has buyback. And Frodo still has buyback.
Radiant's middle tower is
So that's
under
2
attack.
lives on each of them.
Where did
So better to wait
Radiant's
for the
middle
entire
tower
team to go
go?
up. Go in with Exorcism popped early on. Go in with all your ults ready. It's okay to let 2 racks go down. Better to have a chance
Radiant's middle
rather
barracks
than
have
throwing your
fallen.
lives away needlessly. Alexa's able to take down 2
Radiant's
racks
middle
total.
barracks have fallen.
Ooh, mango tree and base. Are you gonna leave it or are you gonna collect the mangoes first? Or are you just gonna leave the tree just to be friendly? So you can harvest their mangoes.
Radiant's bottom tower
Mango
is
trees are
not
fun. They drop
covered.
mangoes which give you mana. Static Storm drop down with Kinetic Field. It does catch the SK. Void Spirit is not caught. Superman goes down, takes out DP before Exorcism does really anything. Down goes Disruptor, down goes Centaur, down goes AA in short order. SK pops Epicenter, almost dead, almost dies. Juggernaut goes down, can't really do anything. SK does go down to the tower. GG is called by the side of Kabam. Game
Radiant's bottom
over.
barracks have fallen.
Total snowball, 36k net worth lead. From the beginning, when Kabam was doing pretty good, they seemed to have a few kills under their belt. Things were pretty even for the first 10 or so minutes. But slowly over time, Alexa's side really snowballed. They got pretty crazy. Squanchy was unkillable. They had really great team synergy. There is a light or whatever it's called. There is a light was mad plays on Void Spirit, mad evasion. They won all their lanes. I don't know. There's not too much else to say except for GG. So congratulations to Alexa Zeus Ult now. They're that much closer to making it into the playoffs. This doesn't mean anything finally. There's still 3 rounds, so 2 more games after this to determine who is going to the playoffs. So it's the top third or half or something of the challenger bracket, which has like 8 teams in it. So as long as you're in the top 4 teams or something of the challenger bracket, you're gonna go to the playoffs. So both teams still have a chance of making it. But of course, Alexa, they have 1 win under their belts. They are definitely in a favorable position to continue going on. Techies, Go Kabam definitely still has a chance. Yeah, but that's the